I'm going to get fish, chips and mushy peas from each of the three today. And this is at Thatto Heath, I think it's pronounced, but it could be Thatto Heath around here, couldn't it? We're on Parr Street for this one. So we're at Chipmunk at Boundary Road. We're in St Helens. There are 3 Chipmunk fish and chip shops, and I'm told that they're all the same family run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get fish, chips and mushy peas from each of the 3 today. And I'm going to pick the fish and chips and mushy peas that I like the most. And I'm going to let the fish and chip shops know once we're done, not before. And then I'm going to tell them it's going to be a week before the video goes live, and then they can be left wondering which one of the 3 it's going to be. Now, they're all good chippies. They're all between 4 and 5, well, actually 4.3 and 5-star rated chippies. They're quite popular chippies here in St Helens. So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. So like I say, it's not a review, it's not a score, it's just my preference on the 3 different fish chips and mushy peas. So we're at Chipmunk at Boundary Road, and we've got fish chips and mushy peas, £11.35, and we're on cod. So let's have a look at this cod. We've only got regular portions. And we've wrapped them separate because we didn't want the fish with the chips, because we'll taste the chips and we'll take them home. So we'll have 3 lots of chips by the end of this, and we'll be able to freeze them or put them in the fridge and have them with another meal, get them in the air fryer later in the week. So how's that look? Well, it's quite a chunky looking piece of fish. Broad. Let's try this batter first. Where's my fork? So there's all sorts going on inside here, but I'm interested in the fish. The fish is delicious, and there's plenty of it. This is only a regular, it's not a large. Now, the batter's really tasty, but it's quite heavy, as you can see, and it's sucked up a bit of that oil. I'm feeling that straight away. Okay, the fish itself is lovely. The batter is not the best. It's got a nice crunch to it, but so a little bit oily. Nice flakes, nice colour. Let's go with the chips. They look great, actually. Yeah, they're nice. So I'm going to wrap them chips up. Let's go with these mushy peas. They look nice, they're a lovely colour, and they're a good consistency. Yeah, they're looking good, actually. Very subtle in flavour, very. But I like them. I do like them. Shop was nice, customer service was good. Chippy or Chipmunk number 2. We're on Parr Street for this one, and we've got the same order: cod, medium chips, tub of mushy peas, and we're at £9.60 for that, so it's a little cheaper. So let's get straight in with the fish. Right, okay, all right, it's a bit of a meagre offering there. Again, it's really holding on to that oil, but let's go for it. Again, the fish is quite nice on its own, but the batter's spoiling it. It's not as heavy as the other one, but it's really, really greasy. The fish is lovely and fresh, so I'll take all the fish out of it. Yeah, again, like I say, it's just that batter, just on that batter, and it's not much of a piece of fish, to be honest with you. But it's not the smallest piece of fish I've had either. And like I say, it's quite tasty. Let's have a look at these chips. Well, that was nice. Got a nice crispiness to them. Nice texture. Nice flavour, actually. I could easily walk round with a bag of these. Okay, but like the other ones, we're saving them and air fry them again at some other point. Let's go with the mushy peas. Lots of whole peas in here, nothing really in the way of mushy. And they're slightly sweetened. You'd think there was alcohol in there, wouldn't you? They're slightly seasoned. Make a nice pea and ham soup, that. Right, last one. Right, okay, we're at the last one out of the three. And this is at Thatto Heath, I think it's pronounced. But it could be Thatto Heath up round here, couldn't it? The way they pronounce some of these things. So, yeah, I'll go with Thatto for now. And it's for the same, cod, medium chips, tub of peas. This one's £10.30. Let's have a little look at that. Well, up to now, that's looking like the best of the bunch, but we'll see. Still holding plenty of oil, but not as much as the others. So I'm going to break this in half. That looks lovely, doesn't it? And the batter is much lighter. Yeah, definitely. Much easier to eat. And we're going to go with the chips. They've got to be a very yellow colour to them. Really nice flavour. There's some crispy ones. They were parked in a church and the shop is just around the corner there. Okay, so I'm going to wrap them up again because they're going to go with the others as we build up a little supply of chips for some upcoming meals. Tell me what you think about this idea as well in the comments. When a chippy has a few branches in the same town, is it a good idea to do this with them? Let's have a look at these mushy peas. Okay, the colour's nice. Now these are creamy and blended. Subtly flavoured. And if you're wondering what my dear old wife is eating, we stopped at a supermarket where we used the toilets and Sue got a meal deal. I think it's like a coronation chicken wrap. I think that's what it looked like to me with the bite she took out of it. I mean, it might have been tuna, maybe. It might have been tuna mayonnaise. I'll find out in a bit. And she's got a drink and some fruit. She just fancied eating like that today, which is fine. Just means more. It just meant more for me, didn't it? I don't know about these peas. I don't know what it is. We've got a nice taste. So we're going to go back to the computer. I'm going to look at these videos again to refresh my memory. Look at them again, and then I'm going to decide which one out of those three I would go back to for that meal if I was going to get the same meal again. Price-wise, there wasn't an awful lot in it, but there was differences in the food itself. Chipmunk number one, I found the cod was a good size inside that batter, but the batter was holding on to a lot of the oil, and it was kind of doughy in a lot of places. Chipmunk number two, a very small piece of fish, to be honest with you, and it was again holding on to that oil. Chipmunk number three, good portion size, and it was a lovely fresh fillet of fish. The batter was only thin, nice and crispy, was holding on to a bit of the oil, but nothing like the other two. So Chippy number three gets the fish. The chips, well, Chippy number one, they were actually really, really nice chips. The portion size was okay, and they had good flavour. Chipmunk number two, similar size portion, great flavour, crispy, tasty. Chipmunk number three, not all that good, in my opinion. So I'm giving the chips to Chipmunk number two. The mushy peas, you know I love my mushy peas. So Chipmunk number one, mushy peas, excellent, fabulous. I really enjoyed those mushy peas. Nice thick consistency, subtle flavour, very little in the way of seasoning, just the way I like them. Not bright green, lovely colour. Chipmunk number two, mostly whole peas in a watery background. So although the flavour was okay, there was a little bit of seasoning going on there, more than I would have liked. The colour was fine, the taste was fine, it was just the consistency, really all on the consistency for me. Chipmunk number three, well, I don't really know what was going on with those mushy peas. They were either very, very small peas, blended, mostly, or they'd been stewing for some time. It was more of a puree than it was mushy peas, but the flavour was okay, a little bit over seasoned for my liking. The colour was fine, it was a nice colour actually, but it was all on that consistency. So I'm giving the mushy peas to Chipmunk number one. So okay, we've got 1 for 1, 1 for 2, and 1 for 3. Each I've got a winner there going on, and there was 3 items. So how do I do this? Well, I'm going to go off what I feel is the most important item. They're all important, but if I was to choose the most important item at a chip shop, it would be the fish, with the batter, the flavours, the size, everything about it. So if there's a chippy I'm going to go back to, or have to go back to out of the 3, it's going to be Chipmunk number 3.
The Chippy Tour, cruising the coast, can't ignore. With every bite I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland, through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bid. From Mushy piece to battered Mars bar. A culinary Johnny, I'm a food rock star. I'm the Chippy Tour, tasting it all. Beef fritter scraps, yeah I